After missing 9 games, OG Anunoby returned to the hardwood. However, the New York Knicks were unable to make it 2 wins in a row on Friday night as they fell to the Bulls in Chi-Town 108-100. Joining me to talk some Knicks hoop is a host from Still Knicks Fans. My guy, Ron Hunter, joins me now. Ron, what's going on, man?
Oh, man, can't complain. Just happy to wake up another day, enjoy our New York Knicks with the ups and downs and all.
I like that. See, I like the positivity there. Just happy to see another day. That's a good energy, good vibe to have. Now, Ron, we got to talk about this. One day after the Knicks announced Julius Randle would have season-ending shoulder surgery, OG Anunoby, he made his return to the lineup. What did you make of OG's performance in the Windy City on Friday night?
Well, it's the first time, I guess, as for us Knicks fans, we've been really spoiled with OG Anunoby. It's the first time he actually looked human because he's been out and about before and come back from injury and looked great. This was the first time we could actually say he looked like a normal person coming back from an injury with some rust and, struggling to kind of find his way and his role on the team. I would say his defense wasn't necessarily the OG-like defense we're used to. He still played very good defense, but I think it's all about ramping it up, and the constant in and out of the lineup definitely takes its toll. He started to come alive a little bit later in the game with his shot, but he struggled early, which is what you would expect mostly from people coming back from injury.
Yeah, not a shock coming back from injury, and you wonder how much he can ramp up for the Knicks as they move towards the final couple of games of this season. Now, we saw the Knicks come back from down 21 on Thursday to the Kings at MSG. They got down big to the Bulls on Friday. Should fans be concerned about these recent slow starts by the Knickerbockers offensively?
Well, I tell you, this is one of my pet peeves, Dexter. I've been always concerned and worried about the Knicks with regards to these slow starts. It's something that's kind of plagued them for a lot of the year, even when they were, fully healthy. Just not as much. But now that they've gone up and down with injuries and the mixture of different lineups, they have gotten off to these slow starts, and it's really difficult to, even take one quarter off and try to come back, especially against a good team or a team that's clicking on all cylinders. But when you take almost the first half off, it makes it really difficult. The Knicks did a great job of coming back in a lot of these games and putting themselves in a position to possibly win. And it's happened here and there, but it's just not a proper practice. You don't want to keep doing that. It puts you in a really tough situation.
Yeah, we've seen it happen a couple of times. I know it worked out on Thursday against the Kings, but against the Spurs, as you mentioned, they get down big in that one. See this one getting down big to the Bulls on Friday, and it did not work out for them in terms of getting a win. In this game, though, Ron, another strong performance from Jalen Brunson. 35 points, 11 dimes against the Bulls. Brunson, for the most part, he's been carrying the offensive load lately. Are you concerned at all about the all-star point guard getting burnt out here as we come to the end of the regular season?
I may be in the minority there when it comes to that. I know a lot of Knicks fans are really concerned about, how he's being used and having to carry this big load, especially with, Tom Thibodeau and his penchant for using guys as much as he has to. But, I think that's kind of overblown with regards to that. And as far as Jalen Brunson, I actually feel like I'm more worried about him just not having the proper help. So that when teams bog down on him, he has an outlet to keep things going for the Knicks. I think he's been tired. This has been a long season. He's been carrying the load. Even when people are healthy, he's been the number one option. I'm sure he's tired. He's exhausted. But I think that is what makes him special and what makes him different. That's the reason why we're looking at him as someone in the MVP, conversation, someone who's been carrying this team all year and has now elevated his game from a regular player to an all-star to possibly, some people say, a superstar. So I think he's been tired the whole way, and this is just showing you how special of a player he is because he's playing through that.
Yeah, playing through that and putting up numbers at a high clip, double-digit assists the last couple of games, Ron. So you got to like the output from Jalen Brunson, not just with the scoring, but also the addition. Okay, so here we go, Ron. The Knicks, 5 games left in the regular season, and they continue their current 4-game road trip on Sunday in Milwaukee. Now, the Bucks, they've struggled lately. What are the keys to the Knickerbockers bouncing back and getting a road win on Sunday?
Well, That is a great question, Dexter. It's going to be very tough right now, especially because there's like a little bit of a bad juju in getting off to these slow starts. You're just getting OG back into the swing of things. Hopefully, he doesn't have any ill effects of his last game, and his recovery time is good, because you're definitely going to need him for these next few games, especially this game versus the Bucks. I think the key is just for guys to stay smart, stay diligent out there, keep playing for one another, keep looking for one another. The way they've been passing the ball lately has definitely opened up a lot of opportunities. Brunson passing, double-digit assists the last few games has been great. Guys just have to continue to believe in each other, knock down shots, and stay as healthy as possible, and also not get too bogged down with the referees. The referees put them in a very tough situation once again with the ejection of Josh Hart. So hopefully, if we have all of our current guys on the team, another game of Mitchell Robinson getting comfortable and getting acclimated, OG Anunoby coming back and getting comfortable, acclimated, I think they'll be fine. They just have to play Knick basketball, and also do not take any quarters off.
That's the thing. Can't take the quarters off, Ron. Can't get off to the slow starts. But you make great points about some of these guys getting back, getting acclimated. Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby. We'll see how it all plays out. Knicks with a big game on Sunday against the Bucks. We'll see if they can move up in the standings. That is Ron Hunter, host of Still Knicks Fans. Check out his work there. Ron, good to connect with you on here. We'll connect again down the road. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Dexter. It's always a pleasure.